Hey guys, Captain Hockey82 back here with you for another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at PUBG's Season 8.1 patch notes. Everything new coming in with the next season that is set to go live on July 22nd with the test servers opening up tomorrow. With that being said, we're going to hit some of the highlights. And it is called the Return to Sanhok, which means Sanhok, as you can probably tell in the picture, is getting a major overhaul. And we're going to go through some of the changes and highlights, try to keep it down to a quick video if I can. I'm not going to hit on everything, only the key points. So feel free to read the patch notes for yourself. There'll be a link down in the description below or up here. Want to be in one of the two places. So let's get right into the good stuff. Like I said, it comes on live servers on the 22nd and the test server tomorrow. So main feature of the upgrade is to course Sanhok, which is reworked from the ground up to look better, perform better, and offer more balanced gameplay. We wanted Sanhok to feel more like a forgotten, overgrown paradise, while addressing some of the most glaring balance issues we've seen over the last couple of years. We're happy with what we've created and hope you are as well. Read down below for some snippets on what we've changed in some of the island's more prominent areas. So yes, they have gone and changed some of the areas. Some completely, some just got reskinned, but they all look a lot better. So the first one we're going to show is Boot Camp. It's always been a hot drop. I don't usually drop it myself, but it is a pretty good hot drop if you were into that. So what you see on the left is what it used to look like, and on the right is what it will now look like. And they are saying that it has been completely reworked. They wanted to keep it as a hot drop location while improving the feel and competitive conflict. Plenty of line of sights, and also lots of cover for players to advance on opponents. And there are now underground areas for aggressive close quarter combat as well. So really interesting to see how this will play out as a hot drop. Quarry's always in the center map, and it was really pretty much open. There really wasn't a lot of cover where they have seriously changed this. I mean, look at the difference. It's just night and day. It looks so much brighter, so much better, and yeah, it looks more natural. I mean, this is just just looks so much better. So should play out a lot nicer. Airfield, it was previously Mongnai. This was actually kind of my drop. I'm actually kind of disappointed that they changed this. This was in the top right of the map, and they said nothing. There wasn't many players dropping in as they had expected. So as you can see, they've changed it now to an airfield. So it looks a little nicer when you look at the map and everything. So we'll see how that plays out. It now has a chance also to spawn the motor glider, which is the only place on Sanhok you can find it. So if you want a motor glider, which they just added into Sanhok, it will be on the airfield now, which used to be Mongnai. I believe is how you pronounce it. Correct me if I am wrong. And then the next area is Gateway. It used to be the docks, if you remember correctly. They've now changed it to Getaway, to like a little party zone, beach town kind of a thing. So they completely redesigned this entire thing again, like they did with Mongnai. But they were generally low in the loot department, especially if I dropped that far away. So it's a loot-packed resort town that is designed to separate tourists from their money. Featuring poolside bars, a boardwalk, Sanhok's premier dance club, and there's pretty neon haze to go around. Just don't let it distract you from why you're there. And the next one is Ruins. So you see on the left, this is what your Ruins used to look like, and this is what on the right is what they have changed it to. So it looks like there's a lot more cover, a lot of more hidden little small tight spaces. So it looks like, again, shotguns here would be another meta. I mean, it probably was pretty well, but this is just a little more graphically inclined. In that little area in the mountain, where sometimes you would load in to wait for the match to start in the lobby, you were kind of stuck here. You can see how they changed it on the right. Much more cover. And yeah, just a whole graphical overhaul. The cave, they did alter the cave. Just what was in the cave and just the looks of it. So it looks like they did a nice job. I've only been in the cave a few times personally, but this looks good. And then the main river that runs through it, they changed it to make it a little more jungle theme, which is, I guess, it is the theme of the season 8. So it definitely matches that. Looks nicer too than this one. They also changed some Painan, the Cow, Sami, and Kaipong. Just kind of reskinned it a little bit, looks like. As well as the Ban. They just got rid of the whole middle. That was kind of a nightmare and just really ugly and didn't make a lot of sense. They just put a regular little town in. That's fine. Yeah, this just never really worked well. It was in a valley, and you were just an open target from pretty much 4 sides. It was just a shooting gallery if you chose the loot here. Okay, the highlight of this video will be this, the new feature, the loot truck. So many people are focused on airdrops, or some people just kind of ignore the airdrops, and you know they're gonna fight it. So they added in this, and it's exactly what it says. Up to 4 loot trucks are spawned at the start of the match, and their truck is spawned separately inside of the special garages scattered around the map. When a truck is destroyed, a new truck will be spawned from the garage. A total of 8 loot trucks can spawn in a single match. The loot trucks can be damaged and destroyed with weapons/throwables. However, the loot truck takes reduced damage compared to other vehicles due to its heavy armor. Small or large lootable containers fall from the loot truck as it's damaged. Upon being destroyed, the loot truck explode and give access to a large amount of top-tier loot, including possible exclusive weapon loot. Exclusive weapons are pre-skinned, specially named weapons decked out with attachments, so that's going to be interesting. Loot trucks do not currently spawn in ranked matches, so this will only be in casual play. As for the Sanic balance update, it will feature mostly similar item spawns compared to the previous version of Sanic, although there are some changes. First change is the Panzerfaust will be added to World Loot. The C4 has been removed from Sanic, because you don't really want to put that on the truck and get it too easy to destroy the loot trucks. Vehicle spawns adjusted, with some removed to facilitate the new loot truck routes. Although, when you're playing Sanic, you really don't need a vehicle to get anywhere. Most of the time you can walk or run wherever you need to. The weather will feature clear day, sunrise, sunset, and overcast weather types. So very just basic, nothing too surprising it looks like. So due to the remake of Gateway, previously Docks has been removed from TDM match. Updated Sanic will be available in both normal and ranked matches as well as in custom matches. Old Sanic will no longer be available in old game modes, so that's different. When they did the whole overhaul on Erangel, you could still play the old Erangel in the custom games. You cannot do that with Sanic. Sanic is going bye-bye as the 22nd. New Sanic themed lobby and background music has been added, of course, and adjusted the fade effect of the blue zone walls to look more natural. So if you looked at the blue wall, you would see it kind of go up and kind of look really weird. They changed it so now it just kind of looks like it fades all the way up and just looks really nicer now. Fire Pass, we're not going to touch on this video. Read that for yourself in the link below. Gameplay, gas can improvements. So they're going to implement the gas can improvements which were postponed from the update 7.2. We'll now be back with some changes, so we're going to go over those very quickly here. Spilled fuel was too easy to be spotted, making it difficult for players to make ambushes. Now the fuel now blends much better in the environment, making it more difficult to spot. Fuel now splatters in puddles, so once it's lit, the flaming area is similar to that of a Molotov. In training mode, we have decreased the number of gas cans and reduced how often they spawn. You can now equip the gas cans in the melee weapon slot. You press the attack button to pour gas on the ground, and it takes about 7 seconds to empty the can. Spilled fuel can be set on fire with gunshots, Molotovs, and grenade explosions. Fire deals the same damage as a Molotov, but burns longer, about 20 seconds. Spilled fuel evaporates in about 3.5 minutes, so you have quite a long time frame from the time you leak it out to the time you actually have to shoot it before it's useless. You can still also throw the gas cans the same way as melee weapons, aim, then press attack, which causes it to release some fuel upon landing, making it easier to ignite and explode. Gas cans cannot be picked up or reused after being thrown, but can still explode. Changes to gas can explosions. Deals less initial damage, max of 40, which scales down with the distance from the explosion. And it now sets the nearby area on fire like a Molotov, dealing damage over time. So, nice to see it. Should see how many videos and cool things we can see with that being developed. Matchmaking changes in North America, South America, and Oceanic servers only. Featured map and random map has been enabled again. Featured map being Sanhok, and then the random map you'll be able to play your Wrangel, Miramar, Vikendi, and Karakin, FPP or TPP. Featured map option will be available in normal matches until update 8.2, where it will revert to full random. This, however, may occur earlier depending on matchmaking times, which means it will not last until update 8.2. It will last probably a week or 2 weeks, and then, as it always does, will revert back to fully random. Rank mode, we're not going to go over in this video. Check it out in the link down below. Performance optimized unnecessary processes during opening and closing UIs such as inventory and maps to reduce hitching. So hopefully that helps. Desynchronized how the game loads inventory icons to reduce hitching. The game now preloads the blue zone prior to match start to prevent hitching when the first blue zone spawns. This, I think, will make a big improvement on the game, and I can't wait to see how that works. They also optimized the physical actors objects to improve CPU performance and implemented thread scheduling optimizations to improve CPU performance. Hopefully all these have an impact on how well and how smooth the game runs. Sound. This is a big one, but they don't actually address much of it on this patch notes. When the patch releases on the 15th, they were going to initiate a dev letter explaining more of the details of the improvement. For now, all they have told us is that the quality and the details of the core sounds have been improved, enhanced quality of footsteps sounds over distance, and minimized the sound difference between bare feet and shoes. This was always a big thing. You always said that you always felt like your bare feet were quieter than shoes. Looks like they are now going to be very similar, if not almost identical. Once the dev letter comes out, look for another video. I should be doing another one for that. Emote settings, screen improvements, in-game HUD improvement, improve the boost icon so players can visually distinguish the two different stages of running boost. Splash art improvement, yada yada. New visual notification has been added to the main menu store tab to notify you when new items are added. Yeah, I'd rather not. UI design improvements. A couple things they did to improve that. Custom match observer UI improvements. A team up system. This is kind of unique. Now you can easily team up with other players you've met in normal and ranked matches. In the match results screen of both normal and ranked matches, you can now use the team up button to form a team. If in a pre-made team already, only the team's host can activate the team up button. Death cam will still be available after pressing the team up button. When team up is successful, the new team will be redirected to the game lobby screen after 5 seconds. If there are other players left on the match results screen, players won't be able to activate team up. Now, I'm assuming this is only if you join a random squad or a random duo and you decide that you like this guy you're playing with and you want to keep playing with him. So that's cool. Friend list is now updated in real time. There are more skins coming, as you can see here. I'm not going to touch on that. Bug fixes. So they did fix an issue where footstep sounds were not played correctly. They fixed the abnormally quiet footstep sound on certain floor types in large apartment buildings on a Wrangel. They also fixed the issue where melee weapons teleport when thrown inside a vehicle. Okay, didn't know that was a thing. Fixed the awkward movement the second player would make in the lobby when readying up. Okay, well, I haven't played in squads, so I haven't seen it, so apparently that's a thing. Anything here that is good? And as always in everything, the replay system has been updated. Replay files, previous updates are now unavailable for use. Come on, PUBG. You're in Season 8 and you can't make it so you have to do that in every one. So heads up, guys. If you have any replays you want to download or want to use, make sure you do that before the 22nd, or else you will lose everything. Alright guys, that's all I have for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like down and subscribe down below for future videos. Make sure you have the bell on so you get notifications on when I put a new video up. And as always guys, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you out on the battlefield.